time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tiny tummy.
It's the Chicago Bulls and the Philadelphia 76ers. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. And it's Rose in at the point guard. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
And it's Rose penetrating. No good with the layup. On defense, the Bulls. Here's Covington. Powered down with both hands.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Butler kicks to Dunleavy. And Butler, here we go. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
Guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Dunleavy for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Cannon from long range. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Gibson. Pushing it up. Here's Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Covington. Defended by Dunleavy. Noel passes to Covington. The second chance effort. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Cannon dishes to Covington. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go. Dunleavy's got it. The fast break chance. No good from outside. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
Here's Noel. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol kicks to Butler. And the rejection by Embiid. And here they come. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Kicks it to Noel. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Gasol passes to Gibson. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
It's almost as if he's allergic to layups. I mean, this guy has got to throw it down at every opportunity.
You know his teammates love seeing him explode to the rim like that.
They most certainly do, guys. That gets everybody up off the bench, too.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Chicago making some changes. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And Brooks, here we go. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Smith against Brooks. Stolen by Noah. And Moore kicks to McDermott. Stolen by Grant. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Noah. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Wasted no time on that one. The 76ers leading. Thompson dishes to Smith. And Smith gets double teamed. On the wing, Thompson. Okafor, high post. Back to Thompson. And stolen by Mirotic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Moore penetrating. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Moore's got his first bucket in this one.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson passes to Grant. Thompson outside. Plenty of space. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Bulls lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in score. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Smith is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Noel in the force line. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of people wondered how would he bounce back from that knee. And I'd have to say it was pretty good. I mean, finished third in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
Here's Covington. And Gasol sends it back. In transition, here come the Bulls. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And that is good.
And, you know, getting back to Nerlens Noel, if it weren't for the ACL tear, he may have been the first player drafted in 2K13. His 8 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game as a rookie show he has the talent.
Stauskas kicks to Noel.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And one thing to note about Nerlens Noel, last season he was a thief. He averaged almost 2 steals a game as a rookie center. That tells me he has great anticipation and still one of the best motors I have ever seen.
Timeout for the 76ers.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday comes in for Dunleavy. Landry dishes to Embiid. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now Embiid.
And the rejection by Embiid. Covington passes to Embiid. Covington kicks to Cannon. Embiid dishes to Covington. It's deflected.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Grant's checked in. They get a hand on it. Gasol with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Over to the wing. Second shot opportunity. Stolen by Grant. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. 76ers moving the ball around. Landry no good. Chicago leading. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
And Holiday, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that one's good. That's 10 points for Rose.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Grant.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
No good there off the double clutch.
Most of the time, that shot.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Here we go now, the start of the third. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Butler team, the 76ers trail by 3. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. With a tie, the offensive rebound. Noel. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
You know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Back to Gibson. Embiid with the steal. It's 2-on-1. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose has got the ball.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
6 on the shot clock. Embiid against Gasol. Cannon from long range. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity. I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The 76ers trailed by 6. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The 76ers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Smith the pass to Okafor. Chicago grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And he gets it to go.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's the Bulls with the ball.
Yep, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost